Let me tell you something that you need to know, that majority of people always misunderstand when it comes to choosing ones. They always misinterpret when it comes to choosing ones. Is that some people believe that if they hurt you, if they did you wrong, that God will be the one that will always revenge. No. Choosing ones are totally in different levels, in different stage. There are some kind of choosing ones you will hold. God will be the one that will judge you. But there are those categories of choosing ones that you will hold. They don't need God. They don't need God. Why? Because they carry judgment deep within them. They carry that judgment right inside them. God have given them that mark of judgment, and God have given them that mark of blessing. That if you do, look at it. The Bible says, "He that blessed you will be blessed, and he that cursed you will be cursed." Meaning that he did not say that he that blessed you, I will bless them. It meaning that God have already blessed you. So whoever that blessed you will be blessed, and whoever that cursed you will be cursed. So God sometimes is not going to, wait until, it's not going to wait for them to get to that point where he will pay what he will pay them. That is why sometimes there are people who will mess up with you. Before you know, they will just get that instantly what karma. They will just get it instantly. Look at the life of Esther, for instance. You know what I'm saying? After everything Esther was doing, before you know, God give, Esther, Haman was plotting evil against Esther. Everywhere was so silent because God was giving Haman, a time for him to repent. But choosing ones, those ones that carry that mark of judgment, they know themselves. Those ones that carry that mark of what? Of judgment and discipline, they don't need to wait God. Sometimes they may not know what they carry. That is why sometimes some people will just mess up with you. Before you know, you say, since I do this thing, my life is no longer the same. Why? Because you are not going to meet God. You are going to get that instantly karma. That is why sometimes when you plot evil against or choosing ones, God don't need, sometimes many of them don't need God. They just need to say word. That is why the Bible says we are for peace, but when we speak, they are for war. Meaning that you as a choosing, your present command authority, your present command value, your present command what all kinds. Your present liberate and destroy. Look at it. The Bible say, I will bless those that blessed you. You know what I'm saying? I will favor those that favored you. Meaning that there are different types. There are people who will bless you, God will bless them. There are people who will curse you, God will curse them. But there are those, that is why the Bible says that whoever that cursed you will be cursed. Meaning that you are bearing that mark, that whoever that laid his or her hands on you will accurately have that karma. Right. They will accurately get their own karma. God don't need them. God don't need to stress himself. God don't need to appear. They will just get it. That is why, sometimes when people are gathering up against you, before they know, you say, some of them will start to complain. Maybe even some of your family, when they team together, plotting evil against you behind the unknown, before you know, they will say, you see, before, since you come, let me tell you, some people will start to tell you, since you start to come around us, since we start to become your friends, since we start to have relationship with you, everything about us is no longer going well. Why? Because your present carry karma, which represent judgment. So that is why you as a choosing, you need to understand that when some people are telling you straight things, just know that this is whom you are. Because there are some people who call themselves choosing ones. They are good, they have good in heart, they have pure heart, but yet they are not the main choosing ones. They are not those who are accurately what appointed as a chosen one. Look at the book of Ezekiel. God said to Ezekiel, say, before you were formed. That means there are many people God have formed. There are many people God have created. There are many people God have elected. But he said, before you were formed, I have already chosen you. Meaning that there are those who God have formed in his own image, but they don't have that gift inside them. So you as a believer, you as a chosen, the reason why some people cannot mess up with you and remain the same is because of the fact that you carry karma. You know, I can remember when I was a kid, there was a man that was talking. You know, when I grew up, that is when I remember that word, that statement. This man was telling people, you know, as a kid, I do used to serve food. He said, you know, where they were gathered, do you know that there was a man who was confessing? He said, since I plot evil against this man, that day I plotted this evil, a native daughter, that day I did that enchantment, I lost all my contact. That particular day, I lost all my contact. I lost everything. Everything started to go down. Nobody patronized because there are some people we call their name. Everything will turn upside down. Trust me. Remain blessed.